Peace and guidance kuni nonke. Happy New Year kwabo balandela i-Gregorian calendar. Otherwise, people like us who follow the African calendar or the natural way of life, we know that the new year actually started in September. But anyway, I should actually start making videos on that type of content. But you tell me if you want to hear more about that type of stuff. Beyond that, masingene kwindaba ezimnandi bafethu. Ingaske kubekho ingqawa ezazonyula man and go to Naturena and polish Coach Atazwane's shoes, you know. He gave the Amakhosi faithful okanye manditi and the players too polish their boots because they gave the supporters at least something to celebrate on New Year's Eve, and we're grateful for that. And it's a very convincing win. It wasn't just something to celebrate, it was a lot of things, you know, to talk about when the conversation runs out at those New Year's braais. But anyway, yo, look, I don't know if I even introduced myself. My name is Diggy Dust. If you don't know me, which means you're new to this channel, Ahalan no Sahalan Pikom, which means Wamgelekile. I'm not going to talk about what Show Me Your Number is. You should watch the other videos and figure that out, or maybe explain it next time. Five, or is it five? Yes, it's 5 talking points that I feel like we could have missed. Some people could have missed. Maybe Gulele match Chiefs, Golden Arrows. One, which is probably number 6 because it's not on my list, is that Pule Modi is not Kaizer Chiefs material. I always say this, I'm saying it again. He's a good player. Anyway, the first one I wanted to touch on was the biggest probably shock, right? Abantu abaninzi did expect ukuthi i-lineup ingaba noSamkelo Zwane, abanye bebayinqwenela lonto leyo, but into ebingalindelwanga nguMahlatsi. Kamohelo Mahlatsi started the game. Bravery from Atazwane. I could tell by the way he played Mahlatsi, which is a good thing sometimes. When you a match, you know, they pick up the rhythm of the game. They don't come in late and have to compensate, you know. So Waikala Kamohelo Mahlatsi match, I could tell Atazwane had spoken to him. Okay, someone had spoken to him because he was a little bit more calm, right? I didn't like his addition to the team in a sense that I felt like he was the weakest link. I think if you were even following my live highlights, you would have heard me in my commentary, which he was the weakest link at that, you know what I mean, Pagla match. But why is it to be in the grand is because coach, you know, it's good to give players a chance so that they can prove themselves in a way, you know, come to the party, you know, because if there's one thing that Kaizer Chiefs needs is depth, you know, and I can see by the way that they're applying themselves, what they're playing for a Champions League or a Confederations Cup position finish. So whether they're going to be buying players or not now in the January transfer window, which coach has hinted in his press conferences and post-match interviews, but while being a Gatengi, they are pushing the players that are already there, and I like to see that. The Sekota na ingxaki ngomnye man, you know, you touch his move. If you don't touch him, he doesn't move. Type of thing. Like sometimes he gives it to you, sometimes it doesn't, you know. And I feel like Atazwane has noticed that, he knows that, and using him as an impact player works in a way that on speed he comes in abantu sebatiniwe wara, yes. Mahlatsi, I think he should start Mahlatsi again against is Kukune, at least give him 45 so that azolungisa lapha moshe khona simbone kakuhle. But beyond that sifuna ukubona nabo Sabelo Khatebe ku experimentwa ngabo, you know. We need their confidence levels up, and yes, so that the team can be holistically well, you know what I mean. Abu Happy Mashiane, we need them to play. But anyway, I wanted to touch on that point. Ukuthi it was good for coach Athas wanted to throw in Kamohelo Mahlatsi. It shows ukuthi he's not afraid of the opponents. It shows ukuthi he trusts his players, and that's a good thing for morale, for confidence. Anyway, you know, of course, but I think let me talk about it at the end. Let me skip straight to Yusuf Mart. And in fact, my name skip no Mart because this udibana kakhulu no Samkelo Zwane le ka Mart. Man thethe ngoCaleb Menyimana, guys. Yeah man. Yeah, striker uske wadlala njengoNtsundwana in a way, you know. Ngikhumbuze uNtsundwana from Richards Bay. In a sense that was using his speed, was holding the ball up. He was finding himself somewhere. He was becoming a nuisance, you know, and he was a handful for the defenders. You know what I mean? Beautiful goal. I don't know who had said this. One of the ladies got that are part of the DSTV or the SuperSport panels. This lady had said, "Go to this guy who Caleb Bimenyimana came to Kaizer Chiefs as a scorer, like for the fact that he has so many different celebrations. It shows ukuthi uyayicinga lento ba okay xa ngqoba score ngizokwenza ntoni, which means scoring is already part of his line wakhe, you know. Perfect. I like it. He's only gonna grow more confident, and he's gonna start scoring those headers, and then he's gonna be hard to stop, you know. I'm happy. I think about Junior Kanye had said ukuthi he was a man of the match. Yabo, it's fine. You know, I didn't really give him a man of the match performance, but he was competing for man of the match. I think if you were following my live highlights, you would have heard me say which a lot of people were competing for the man of the match. Ednison Dove was competing for the man of the match. You know, Ulokujan. Riv Frostler was competing for the man of the match. Itumile Nkune, who got the man of the match, was competing for the man of the match. Zita was competing for the man of the match. Mshini had a solid game, you know. But anyway, I just wanted to acknowledge Ulo Kujana, Caleb, and silence the critics who were saying ukuthi ngumrapper, ukuthi uclams yena shame, uclams ukadalala. But I mean, he's a giant. Mawumkhulu vela ngeke ukwazi ukumove njengathi yabo mapensele yabo. So izinto ezinjalo, congratulations coach, congratulations Caleb. Ayibambe njalo. And then I want to talk about umduduzi Shabalala kancane. Yes. I thought coach uzokwenza ntoni, because I kind of do want Mshini to play 90 minutes, but nayibona le way yenziwa ngucoach yabo, because umdu should be substitute kaMshini, but anyway manthethe ngale ndlela benicinga ngayo qala. Nane ke nagana gore Zwane o ilo tsena mdu for Mahlatsi. First, same time ho tsena second half. A qale ka mdu. Aba itse gore okay sharp o ilo substitute Segota ka Mshini, a chiftele mdu ka mohara. Why? A mo fe nakonyana. A add pressure, because mdu ntwa yetsang, which is he does very well, go add pressure to threaten the defense. Defense ay gone go relax. They have another problem, you know what I mean, which is what Segota does as well. It's just that Segota o rata go wa yo makayeke ukuwa man lamfana man, makayeke ukuwa stand on your feet and keep threatening. Yeah, but just give them more problems and pressure, make them make mistakes at the back. You know, but I liked the fact that his chin was up the entire time. He missed the one-on-one. He was angry that he missed the one-on-one. As soon as he got the ball again, he turned. He attacked the keeper. He forced a save, which if keeper bengayenza ngala save bizobba yitotile, and it was a long range, it was a good shot, you know. And wanyakazisa man neteam yabona ba okay kukho umuntu ofuna udlala ngoku, which is a good thing, you know. So kudos to him. Bravo. Keep on, you know what I mean? Uduba, he needs, I think he has to start the game once or twice, you know what I mean? Or start the half, you know, because yeah, as Funba Kangena abaleke nje, and he tries to overcompensate. That's the thing. You want the player to kind of agcwala ibhuko lakhe, angazama ukugcwalisa ispace esiywe ngomunye. Yabo. Yeah, and last but not least, guys, I know you guys probably have your own opinions, and you've discussed this enough times now, you know, because I think you're only gonna see this on the second. But yeah, Samgelo Zwane, solid passer of the ball. Cremora, you know, a good addition, good replacement for Njabulo Blom. In a way, ne? I'm saying in a way because he wasn't really tested defensively. Remember, Njabulo Blom, his most prized quality is his defensive work, you know. And when coach substituted Samkelo for Njabulo Ngcobo, it made me think ukuthi mhlawumbe he doesn't trust, okay, not to say he doesn't trust Uzwane's defensive abilities, but maybe he's not using him for his defensive abilities. Because what I noticed is that Yusuf Mart put in an exquisite shift. Having Mart and Zwane there, because remember one thing, Njabulo Blom was also a good passer of the ball, you know, and having Mart and Zwane there, it's beautiful passes left, right, and center. You know what I mean? And Mart was putting in a lot of defensive work, and he's a clean tackler. I like the fact that he's hard, he's everywhere, but he's clean, you know. And it looks like Cole Alexandra, who I really like. I like Cole Alexandra. Might have competition in Umapoloba, and I like Umapoloba there because look at the pass that because it's him that set up Tutusi Shabalala with the through ball, I think, you know. But I really like whatever that coach Asalzana is doing there. I mean, if I carry on talking, I won't stop, you know. But one thing I wanted to say about Samgelo Zwane is that people shouldn't rush by saying, yeah, he's better than Blom or whatever. They are two different players. Njabulo Blom is good, is great in his own regard. He is traveling now, is going to expand or, you know, make his improve his career and his accolades. Samgelo Zwane, great job. Keep doing the good work. Focus. Into bendimbona kayenza kakhulu also besides the defensive work is sometimes xa ifuna ibhola akaveli wonke, you know, he wants the ball but it's slightly behind the player, you know. That's another thing he must work on. Avele ukuvela off the ball. If he does it off the ball kahle, I can't fault that team, guys. You let me know if there are any talking points that I might have missed. Beyond that, you already know, man. It's not a nice funky phonics. Ilale kha, so pinasbonani.